Liz, Lindsay and Joe were all diagnosed with breast cancer and underwent extensive surgery. For all three, rehabilitation was important to regain mobility and ensure no long-term physical effects.
I was going to a lymphedema nurse and she recommended that I go to Pink Pilates at that stage as part of my therapy to gain the use of my arm back. And at that stage I couldn't raise my arm beyond probably about here. And so, you know, as I say, I've always been fairly active, so to not even be able to put my hand up properly was fairly shocking, really.
Once Jo got the all clear after surgery, she was keen to start rehab.
We wouldn't usually refer women till about 3 or 4 weeks. Our nurse here is also a lymphedema specialist, and so we would like all the drains out, and then they start an early, what we call myofascial release with our nurse here, which is just starting to get early mobilisation. And once their drains are out, their wounds are healed, then we would move them on to Pink Pilates.
I had another operation in June, beginning of June. So I had a mastectomy and the start of reconstruction, so then I had to, you know, that took 7 weeks to heal. So there was a bit of a delay of me sort of getting into any sort of activity.
Hi Joe. Ready?
Yes,
right, let's do it. Come on through.
Before attending a Pink Pilates class, all women have to attend individual one-on-one sessions, which are funded by the Pink Pilates Trust.
And the individual sessions are really important because we can tailor the program for what each lady needs. It's then that we get to develop a relationship with each lady and we see what they need.
During cancer treatment, women can find that their lives become very hectic. But the Pink Pilates program offers support as well as exercise.
I hadn't contacted them yet, and Megan actually phoned me a few times, and I said, you know, it's just you've got so many appointments going on initially, oncologists and all sorts of appointments, so I think I did 3 or 4 one-on-ones. Those were great because it was a good introduction to Pilates, and Megan really judges your strength from those one-on-ones.
Exercise is such a huge contributor to your self-esteem and your confidence and your mobility. It makes you feel good, it reduces your stress. You are taught to breathe properly at Pink Pilates as well. All these things which improve your confidence and your ability to start moving forward rather than looking backwards.
A lot of ladies, for the first time that they remove their wigs is in here when they're exercising with their therapist for their first time, and that's a really big thing for them to be able to move forward and get that recovery process happening.
My chemotherapy was a fairly harsh regime. I would have that every 3 weeks. I'd feel very tired, I'd feel very ill and nauseous. Literally wouldn't want to move, not even in bed. I would spend 1 week feeling fairly crook, and then 2 weeks starting to improve, and then I'd have the chemo again.
I did 3 months of chemo. It might have been a week before that we had a wig party here, and that was just fantastic. And it was really, I mean, it was definitely for me to get, you know, friends and family together and have fun and have a laugh. My kids knew that hair loss was going to be part of the chemotherapy, and that was what was bothering them. When it started coming out, I needed to feel like I could be in control of it, so I went off and my hairdresser shaved what was, you know, left there off, and that was, you know, with a bottle of wine, and it was a great occasion. And she was very sensitive, and, you know, my second daughter was very, very upset and didn't like to see my head uncovered, so we had lots of different bandanas that I could wear, and they, you know, from the canteen days. I remember the first day going into school, all my girls, they all wore a bandana each on their head as we walked into school, so, that was really special because it was like, that felt like a really big thing for me to do. You don't realise how much your hair is, I don't know, whether it's, I didn't realise how important it was to me, so, but the kids doing that was just the best thing.
We see ladies walking into the program and then we see them 10 weeks later walking out of the program, and they're a completely different, changed person, much more confident and stronger. And so by coming through the one-to-one program, they then feel more confident to go into that class situation. Pose. Breathe, breathe and smile. Smile, smile, Pilates program gets the shoulder moving again, but then the other aspect it has is that the reconstructive surgery sometimes uses the abdominal muscle, so they take the abdominal muscle to reconstruct the breast. So you lose your abdominal strength completely through that. So that's where Pilates is really a great safe way for those ladies to start to exercise again and regain that strength and movement.
It's actually great to go there just from the social aspect as well. We all do motivate each other. They're quite caring and they care about the next person.
It would be my one outing. It was a nice outing. It was therapeutic. I'd have friends take me there. We'd go and have a nice coffee afterwards. It was my big highlight of my week often.
I think people think because they're tired, they can't actually get out there and do exercise or go to Pink Pilates. But I think once they're in it, they'll see that it increases your energy and it actually makes you feel a whole lot better.
I guess you're regaining some control in what's been a bit of a roller coaster journey. The gains you're making in terms of your arm movement and your strength, and that's really cool, that's really exciting, and probably that's the first time where suddenly you feel like I've done something because I want to do it.
Having set up the Pink Pilates program, Lou wanted to make the individual sessions available to all women recovering from cancer.
Cancer diagnosis is disruptive financially on women and their families. I didn't want to have a program that women couldn't do if they couldn't afford it. So I set up the Pink Pilates Trust. It's run by 5 volunteers in Auckland who donate their time to try and raise money for women throughout New Zealand now with cancer. So one of our fundraising initiatives is Pink Laces, and Pink Laces symbolise women taking the first steps on their road to recovery after a cancer diagnosis. So we want people to wear pink laces in their exercise shoes, and that's a symbol of the Pink Pilates Trust and that they're supporting women with cancer.
The Pink Pilates program is now nationwide, so each region needs to be responsible for some fundraising.
Because of the trust that the woman built up with their physiotherapists, for instance, Megan, the Pink Pilates physiotherapist from the North Shore, when she asked some ladies to come and join her in the Rotorua Marathon, they all leapt at the chance because they had seen how much Megan had done for them and they wanted to support Megan and support other women with cancer through the program as well.
I set up a fundraising page on the Everyday Hero website and listed all my ladies coming along with me and their friends that were competing as well.
I said straight away, I'm in, because I always walk and I know my fitness level. It wasn't a big mountain for me. Yeah, it's really grown. I mean, other people have joined and it's become a big team.
Well, at my age in life, you've just got to make the most of what we've got left. So, yes, I would never have expected to be running part of a marathon. I've never done a race like this, and it gave me a goal. So I've been out running. It gave me extra impetus to lift my level of fitness and actually get jogging, and so I've been training.
I'm just going to do the half marathon, and it's going to be a fast walk. I wouldn't have even contemplated any of this without having been through the program. So I think, you know, what it's given me is incredible, that a belief that I can actually get out there and do this stuff.
The day has finally arrived for Team Pink Pilates to take on the Rotorua Marathon.
The Rotorua Marathon is going to be my first ever marathon, so it's not something I thought I would ever do, but it's a huge personal goal for me to be able to achieve as well.
Megan, Jo, Lindsay and Liz are chomping at the bit to get going, but Megan has one last announcement to make.
Thank you all for coming out today. Such a huge effort, and when I checked the totals last night, we were well over 11,000. Amazing job, all of us, so awesome. Well done. Thanks.
Megan faces a grueling 42k run, but she has the support of Team Pink Pilates behind her. 3, 2, 1. Megan was touched by the amount of sponsorship and support she received from Pink Pilates members who'd already completed the 10-week course.
They were the first ones to offer me money. You know, they saw the benefits themselves, so they really wanted to pay on to someone else.
Very proud of Megan, because she's never done one before, and in fact I don't know that she's a runner, so this is huge.
While Megan's husband is running alongside her for support, Lindsay and Liz are about to start the quarter marathon.
There were times when I was really ill. Going to do my Pink Pilates class would be the only thing I would do all week. And to think that 6 months later I was out running and training and then competing in the Rotorua Marathon and doing a 10-kilometre race way surpassed any of my expectations of how quickly I would physically recover. And also it was just so good to have the goal. You were highly motivated. You had to keep training. You didn't want to pull out and you didn't want to let everyone down.
Joe and Lindsay and Liz, the program really benefited them in getting fit and healthy again, and the run was just kind of them realising how far they had come since their diagnosis.
We had a great team and that was fantastic. It really kept the momentum up.
I love walking and it was a great way to raise money. I got great support. My husband ran and both of us, I think our donations came to about $1,800.
It was neat to be with a bunch of people and to be raising some money as well. You know, that made it so much easier in a way because I just, you know, kept thinking about the money we'd raised, and if my feet were a bit tired, it didn't matter.
I'd love to tell every woman out there to really get involved and put everything into exercise. For your mind and for your body, it is huge and it has helped me through it.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
it was really, really hard work. And by the end of it, I was thinking, never do another one of these again. But the sense of achievement that I got from completing the 42 kilometres was amazing.
Just to be part of the team was amazing. It was really neat to be giving something back. The absolute highlight was running up with Megan, that final stretch with Liz and I holding the flag either side of her. That was really cool.
Right, actually, it was really good. Very proud that we managed to get round and that we ran as much of it as we could.
It was great. I enjoyed it, and so go Pink Pilates.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.